everyone, it's Miriam with a Y. In yesterday's video, we saw the creation of these two dip tests, but we were left with a couple of questions. How did they dry? What changes exactly took place in the first one? What happened to the paint left on the table? Well, these questions will all be answered in today's episode of Dips of Our Lives. Let's tackle the easiest question first. How did this piece dry? Well, pretty much exactly as it looked when we last saw it, with a nice metallic sheen, especially in the golds, the rose gold and the 24K gold. A beautiful variation in the ocean colors, soft edges. I just love this. I love everything about it. And I'm really looking forward to making a full-size one. Patrons, there's a high-resolution copy of this available for you to download on Patreon. So, no real change on this second one. But can the same be said for the first one? Yeah, well, no. It kept on changing and changing as it dried. And, yeah, it developed some, parts. Yeah, parts. Some private parts. Which, once you see, you kind of can't unsee. And you know what's bad when you send a picture of something to your mom, your 80-year-old mom, and you ask her, "Hey, Mom, do you see, parts?" And she says, "Well, yes, two of them. A big blue one and a smaller aqua one." So, what to do? Well, if this is what you're after, well, you're done. You've got it, and goody for you. But if not, now what? Well, first off, I realize that these paintings can be seen as beaches or landscapes. So this could be the beach and the ocean, or this can be land and a big sky. So I decided to go with the second option for this fix. I decided to look at this as land and sky. What I do when contemplating a change to a dry piece is first take a picture of it. Now, if you have a photo editing program that lets you draw, practice making changes there. You'll be able to see how your idea could look before committing it to your actual canvas. So that's what I'm doing here. Another option is to print your picture on regular copy paper and draw on it with pencils. For this piece, I'll probably go with something like this. I added the little tree because I didn't love that pale section in the painting. It seemed a little washed out compared to the rest. So I decided to use it to my advantage and added the little tree. Now I may tweak this, but I'll be able to do it in the drawing before committing it to the canvas. Okay, now to the paint left on the table after I finish these two pieces. Did I dip again? Well, of course. I hadn't planned on it, so I didn't have tape to help me lift up this time. It was trickier to separate the canvas from the paint down on the table, but it worked. And this is the pretty result. It's more abstract in shape, but I think it's lovely. And now I was done. No more dipping. So I scraped up the paint and I threw it in a cup. Now, I'd planned on mixing it into a solid color, but when I looked in the cup, I thought, you know, the colors are still somewhat separated enough. So I pulled out another test panel and decided to see if I could get a ring pour out of this. The colors are subtle with less contrast since they've been softened a lot by all the white that was down on the table for the background, but they're still pretty. I think it can make a lovely background or be easily embellished. So the next time you scrape up some paint, like maybe after a pour and you tilted paint off, or if you do a dip and you've got paint down on the table, give this a shot. You've got nothing to lose. If it doesn't work, you can just scrape it up again and wipe down the canvas that you tried to work on. But if it does work, you've got an extra piece, so the paint got to do even more pretty stuff. I hope you got some fun ideas and maybe a little inspiration and a chuckle or two from this. If you did, consider becoming a patron on Patreon. You'll see more exclusive videos, get free art downloads, and you'll be eligible for giveaways. The first one will be April 6th for reward patrons that are patrons by tomorrow. Patrons that come on board after tomorrow will be eligible for the following month's drawing. Let me know in the comments what you think about this channel and what you thought of today's results. What did you think of the tree fix? What would you have done for that? And what unexpected things have happened to your paintings? Join my Facebook group to show off your creations, to get inspired, and to get help or advice if you need it. Thank you to those of you who've been kind enough to use any of my Amazon links as your portal to Amazon when you shop for anything on that site. It's free for you, but helps this channel a little bit each time. I wish you all a week full of options to let your creative natures shine. See you in a couple of days. Bye now.